My Vizio TV screen went white.
Good shot in the video game to get it to do that. How long does it take to fade back to normal?
I'm not playing a video game.
If the screen went black, I'd wonder if you blew a fuse in the fuse box or capacitor in the screen.
This screen is the opposite.
I can't say the white screen isn't a precursor to a black screen, such as a massive malfunction in the display.
All I can say is that it is obvious something is wrong.
Try turning it off and back on, in case a short or glitch caused it to malfunction in a way that's only surety is that the screen has power.
You're telling me to power cycle the TV?
No, turning it off and back on just lets you know if it was a temporary glitch from a software update or input from the DVR. Unplugging it from the wall, waiting 5 minutes and plugging it back in is the formal power cycling of a TV.
The only benefit of that approach is not feeling like an idiot to pay for service to do the same thing.
If this doesn't work, I'd check to see what inputs it is set for, like the smartphone's video or DVR. After all, if that screen went white, the TV screen may have gone white.
It isn't set to show pictures off the smartphone right now, and the screensaver on those things is dark, not bright.
I'm assuming no one turned up the brightness to absurd levels while trying to turn up the volume.
If the settings were that messed up, rebooting the TV would be a reasonable thing to try.
When you power cycle the TV, if the Vizio light lights up but the screen doesn't show the right images when set to a valid channel, it is probably the main board.
That's an expensive repair.
It may also require replacing bad capacitors on their inverter boards, though it was TVs made before 2013 that had major problems with bad capacitors.
My TV isn't that new.
It doesn't mean you don't need a new one, like if the screen was cracked and that's messed up the display.
If I cracked the screen, it would be obvious why the display was messed up.
If the screen has a blurred and darker image in one section while the rest looks lighter by contrast, the issue resolves until the screen warms up or you do a technical tap.
That's the fancy name for banging it and getting it to work. Hit it too hard, and it will likely all go dark.
If the video controller or main board is malfunctioning, you'll get a permanent white screen, while a loose connection is fixed by a technical tap.
Or made permanent by knocking off the connection.
At least you'll have tried everything free to do before paying for a new $300 board and repair to your TV.
At that cost, it is almost better to get a new one.
At least try rebooting it and trying to get it to run a software update, just because you don't want to get new hardware for what might be a major software glitch.